COVID's effect on group behavior, teams, and conflicts. Group dynamics, factors affecting group performance, individual versus group performance, and group conflict is what we'll be focusing on today. What in the world is a group? Well, according to the Industrial Organizational Psychology and Applied Approach book, there's no agreed upon definition of a group. However, there are general characteristics that define a group. People coming together for a common goal or a task. Multiple people coming together as one unit, and two or more people are considered a group. Reasons to join a group: assignment, physical proximity, affiliation, identification, emotional support, assistance or help, common interests, and common goals. Workplaces assign groups for various reasons. People join groups for social reasons with people they live near and work with. Feel connected to and identify with others. Have emotional support such as Alcoholics Anonymous or Weight Watchers. Study groups. They have common hobbies, or they come together to achieve a common goal. Groups before and after COVID. Before, worked in home offices. After, worked from home. Before, worked a typical 9 to 5. After, flexible schedules depending on your company. Before, daily commute. After, you get to work from your home office. Before, collaboration with team members in person. Now, the communication is via online virtual office through means such as Zoom, Slack, and Teams, of course, and etc., because there are others that you can use. Before, you had a distraction-free group work. Now you have interruption from family and friends, dogs, and all sorts of other wonderful spontaneous things. Before, you had in-person reliable communication. Now, there's a risk of losing work due to drop in internet or power or other unforeseen things. Before, you had that in-person team motivation. Now you are a working individual on a group project at home solo. Personality means to be outgoing, maybe personalities, which of course is very important when it comes to group work. Someone that used to be outgoing may be more of an introvert now. Now, to me, what that means is because of the pandemic, there have been a lot of people that have been suffering from different issues such as depression, anxiety, which of course is expected and understandable. So someone that was outgoing could actually become an introvert because they've secluded themselves and been by themselves so long and aren't really sure how to integrate back into society. Some group members may be pro-mask or pro-virtual meeting. So within your groups, you may have some people that are like, we can wear masks, but we can go back to the office. Then you may have the other half that are saying, no, I would just rather stay at home. Then, of course, you have people in the middle that don't care and will wear a mask home or out and about. Again, different personalities. Some members of the group may be pro-office and ready to get back to work in a physical location. And again, there are some people who have actually grown to love the work at home. Personally, myself, I've been doing it for almost 10 years, so I couldn't imagine being in an actual brick and mortar location. Then, COVID has affected people's mental health, as I mentioned earlier, and someone that may have been cheerful and friendly may be shy and conserved now. And I touched on that, when I spoke about the mental health issue and the effects of being hibernating so long at home. Communication programs. We have programs such as Zoom, which allows you to partner with other coworkers, friends, and family You can even use it to remote into someone else's device. This Zoom can be used for school, work, or personal use. Zoom right now is the most used application. Then there's Slack. Slack allows visual and voice. The same with Team and Skype. Skype isn't exactly as popular as it once was because Zoom, Slack, and Team has also taken over that spot. And you can also communicate by phone, FaceTime, or text messages. Group work is very important because it helps employees to expand their knowledge. When colleagues work together, they learn from each other by watching and interacting with each other. And because employees often have a diverse skill and background set, they're able to teach each other new ways of working, for example, and doing other things.
We all have worked as part of a team at some point in our life or another. So I will break down the difference between a group and a team. Individual versus group performance. When it comes to individual performance, it is carried out by one person who used their skills or knowledge to carry out the task. Group performance is when a group of individuals come together to achieve a common goal. Work teams versus groups. A work team does not have a specific person in charge for directions. Each person on the team equally collaborates together to provide a plan or decision. A group does have a specific person who's in charge to direct the group to achieve the task with collaboration. Next, I will be talking about individual versus group decision making. There are two types of groups: nominal and interacting groups. Nominal groups consist of several individuals who don't interact to solve an issue, whereas an interacting group does work together to solve a problem. Benefits of decision making by groups. Those benefits consist of decisions with more information and knowledge, better decision outcomes, various points of views or acknowledge, and acceptance within the group for solutions. Benefits of decision making by individuals. Those benefits include prompt and logical solutions, acknowledgement of their responsibilities, and it saves time, money, and energy. Why teams don't work? Because a team is not a team. Some of those reasons why are lack of skills, empowerment, distrust, unclear objectives, and excessive mean requirements. Brainstorming. Brainstorming is used within nominal and interacting groups to help produce ideas and creativity. Communication within teams. Communication is the key to making decisions. A great way to communicate with your team if you're not in the same city, state, or country are emails, teleconferencing, video conferencing. But since the pandemic, we all have utilized these methods to communicate. How the pandemic has helped individuals, groups, and teams to work together. The pandemic has taught us how to find new ways to communicate, socialize, work together, and come up with new ideas. Finally, I hope this presentation provided all the information needed to know the difference between individual in group performance, a work team, and a group, and the advantages of each. Thanks for listening, and this is the conclusion of my presentation.